Hello, my courageous readers. It's Holly from Lucid Courage Books, and I'm really excited today to be doing my first unboxing video. Basically, we're going to be doing an unboxing from BookOutlet because every time I talk about BookOutlet and what I get from there, everybody's always so surprised at what I have to say about them. I mean, I have this unboxing alone is 15 books that I got for $43, which is basically the price of 2 brand new books you would get from Barnes & Noble. So, they always ask me crazy questions like, are they popular books? Are they new books? Are they like indie authors? And yes, they are popular books, new books, and indie authors, but they're also popular authors, all types of publishing houses, including this one, Winter Song, which I've seen featured in 2017 a lot on all the popular bookstagrams. I mean, because it's a gorgeous book for one thing. Look at that cover. Also because, it is a really good book. Unfortunately, because this is a new unboxing, I haven't really got to read any of these yet. So I can give you a synopsis of them, but I can't give you a review. But I'm really excited to show you what I got. So we'll go ahead and start with this one, which is Winter Song by S.J. Jones. So this book features a Goblin King, said to be dark, romantic, and powerful. Says it'll sweep you away into a world you won't soon forget. So that's very exciting. Very beautiful scenery in this. I heard that it's really well written, so a maze of beauty and darkness, of music and magic, glittering things. This is a world you will want to stay lost in. I mean, can you really turn that down? Very excited to get to this one. Also, let's move on to the next one. 7 Black Diamonds by Melissa Marr, and I know you've heard of her. She's come out with so many great books. A lot of them are about fairies, and this is no different. So the second book in this series just came out. This is the first book in the series. So I was really excited to finally get my hands on this one. A lot of the books that I got are ones I have not been able to afford yet because, having a book habit is very expensive. So super excited to finally get this one. It's also about fairies. I think that's one of my favorite genres in young adult fantasy is probably the fairy realm. Her past Wicked Lovely series was very dark. I don't think this is much different. I don't think she's going to stray too far away from that. So next is A Shadow Bright and Burning by Jessica Clues. And it has blurbs from Victoria Aveyard, Sarah Reese Brennan, Kelly Link. I mean, if they're going to recommend this book, that's definitely going to catch your attention. So, vivid characters, terrifying monsters, and world building as deep and as dark as the ocean. Come on, guys. That's awesome. Said by the woman who wrote Red Queen herself. So, very excited about that. So it's set in a glamorous Victorian London and has female sorcerers, ancient bloodthirsty demons. I'm super excited about this one. Also, I got this series. Now, this is one of the things that you do have a choice on when you look on the website. They have what they call their bargain titles, which is basically that some of them are super cheap. I think this one was like $1.99 because it's a little marred. It looks like it's been folded right here. This one came with no jacket, so I got it super cheap, like $1 or $2, which I was fine with because I really just want to read the series. If you're looking to collect the series in pristine form, they do have those on there as well, which, I got several copies of other books that way. So if that's something that is a turn-off for you, they have both options, just depending on what you're looking for. But I got the Passenger series. It's Passenger and Wayfarer. So I'm super excited about this. I know that you've seen these on bookstagrams as well because anyone that reads this is always praising it. Alexandra Bracken. Every single person that I've seen their book blog has just praised this to no end, that it's a gorgeous read and everything else. So I'm really excited about these two as well. The next one I want to show you is Mindy McGinnis, and I don't know if you've heard of her. She's got a lot of actually books out, but the reason that I'm super excited about this one is because I read the book The Female of the Species, which is, it looks kind of like a strange book because it's like highlighter yellow. So it kind of gets your attention, but it doesn't, like, from the outside maybe look very interesting. But when I read it, it has a really strong female character, which was fantastic to, you know, you don't find those super often. So it questions the morality of what you think that you would do if you were presented with something really harsh that happened in your life, like if your friend reveals that her uncle is a pedophile, and you think to yourself what horrible things you would probably do to that person, but then in reality, you know, you probably wouldn't go through with those things, but this girl does. And then it's kind of like what world she opens up by becoming this person, this basically a vigilante, fighting for like the justice she believes in, and what a lot of us would say we believe in as well. And some of the dark places that she goes, it makes you question a lot. Anyway, so this series you've probably heard of, which is Not a Drop to Drink by Mindy McGinnis, and then the second one, which is In a Handful of Dust. I've not read these yet, but I loved her other book so much that I'm a fan already, and that's why I picked these up, was to go ahead and start reading more from her. And then you may have seen this book before, which is A Madness So Discreet. It's also by Mindy McGinnis. Super, like, I love this cover. It's very dramatic, I guess would be the best word for it. But I think it looks really cool, and it's kind of creepy too. Like, she's going through the floorboards with all the roots, and there's a hand grasping her leg, and in the back it says, I'm going to die. The voice of her own thought was oddly familiar, like a seeing an old friend on the street after some time apart. Grace stilled, listening to her consciousness, and found herself rebelling against the conclusion it had come to. I'm going to die, and my baby with me. I mean, what? That's crazy. I'm definitely going to start reading this one soon. And that's something else I wanted to bring up about Book Outlet. What's so awesome about them is when I ordered this as a part of the stack of books that I ordered, they actually sent me the wrong book. They sent me this one, which I did not order. It's the third book in a series of 3, and it's called Fairy After by Janie Lee Simner. I had never even heard of this. I looked it up, and I mean, it seems interesting, but I can't even read it because it's the third one in the series. So I contacted them via email, and they immediately emailed me back within a few minutes and said that they would send me the right book. And they did. I didn't have to pay for shipping. They didn't make me send the other book back, which was really great because, you know, lots of times they do that and then you're paying extra money for their own mistake. So that was really great of Book Outlet. I was seriously impressed with their customer service as well. And the way the website works is that they only have them for they have a specific amount that they sell, and when they're out, they're out. Sometimes they have more orders come in, sometimes they don't. So I would definitely be careful when you're looking at, if you find something you want, to get it fairly soon. It'll tell you the number of copies that they have, because if you don't get it then, you know, they can sell out. There have been several books that I was interested in and wanted to get, but I waited and then they sold out and it's gone. Like, they might get another shipment, they might not. So next is a book by April Lynn Pike. This is a series as well. I think it's about angels. Laurel was mesmerized staring at the pale things. They were terrifyingly beautiful, too beautiful for words. Laurel turned to the mirror again, her eyes on the hovering petals that floated beside her head. They looked almost like wings. So I don't know if this is fairies or... Anyway, so... Oh, wait, it's fairies. Yep. Centuries-old fairies' enemies who walk among them. Anyway, so this is a series. This is the first book in the series. I think it's like 4 or 5 books. I'm not a really big Stephenie Meyer fan. I know Twilight's a huge deal, and that's great. I didn't read her other books. I did read Twilight, but... So this has a blurb from her remarkable debut. Twilight was okay, but it is a big deal. A lot of people loved it. So if you are a Stephenie Meyer fan, she recommends it. So I would look into it. I think I got this for like 99 cents. So definitely worth the price either way. Also, we've got Snow Like Ashes. Oh my gosh, I have been waiting to read this series so bad. I've heard such great things. It's definitely right up my alley. I honestly don't know how to pronounce her last name. It's Sarah Rash. Anyway, so Morgan Rhodes, who wrote Falling Kingdoms, I know you've heard of that. She's got a blurb on there. I highly recommend it. Publisher Weekly recommended. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it's really an awesome series. It's all like winter realms and knights and kingdoms, and I'm super excited about that because that's really right up my alley, the fantasy series like this. So I know I said I'm super excited like a billion times, but that's because it's true. Anyway, so, and then The Madman's Daughter. I've been showing this one on Bookstagram, and I've had a lot of people asking me if this is one of the books I'm going to give away. So stay tuned later and you'll find out about some of the books that I'm going to be offering. But anyway, this is a series of 3 as well. And I mean, this came out a couple of years ago, but I haven't gotten a chance to read it, and I'm super excited about it. It sounds really good. It's very like a mystery, very compelling. So I don't know that I would go into it as a fantasy, but it definitely looks good. It's by Megan Shepherd. In the darkest places, even love is deadly. So I know it's about her father, who seems like he is insane, and she's having to deal with some of that. And there's some dark and mysterious men that come along. So there might be a love triangle, which I'm not too into, but I know a lot of people are. So that might be really fun. The Telling, I know you've seen that a lot. Different Places by Alexandra Sirowy. I think I said that right. Bram Stoker Award finalist. Looks really good. It's not like a mermaid story or anything like that. I don't even think that it's fantasy. It's more of like a young adult horror. It says love, blood, and murder. So I think it's more of a mystery kind of thriller as well. Very excited about that one. Daughters of Ruin by K.D. Kastner. Now, this came out a few years ago, and there's not been any other books by them. So I don't know if this is going to be just it. But anyway, it's about 4 girls, and it says, together now live foes of old, children of our king ambitious, daughter meek and daughter bold, daughter brave and daughter vicious. But they're not sisters. They live together and are supposed to act like sisters, but they're not. And I think they end up having to fight each other for the throne. So I love this cover. That is an amazing cover. I love that they got an artist to do this instead of just some Photoshop. And then the last book is The Diabolic. I know that you've seen this. S.J. Kincaid, and of course several books from them, and they're really good as a writer. And I haven't read anything from this author, but I know that they are popular. So I know that you've seen this laying around. It says, be deceived or be destroyed. So very interesting looking. So those are the books that I got from Book Outlet, and I know that you have been, I know that you've seen, I mentioned about a book giveaway, so I'll go ahead and tell you about that. I also have an Instagram. It's at Lucid Courage Books, and you'll have the chance to enter there as well on here for the book giveaway. I'm going to be giving away a book in January. And we'll do this every month. And the way that you can enter is make sure you're subscribing to this channel. Go ahead and hit the button right now. Then leave a thumbs up on it if you liked it, a thumbs down if you didn't. I'm not going to force you on that one. And then leave a comment and let me know what your favorite book from 2017 was. If you answer that question in the comments under this video, then you'll be entered. I'll let you know for the next week other ways that you can enter on the YouTube channel. And then if you go over to Instagram, you can enter as well on there. You have to follow my Instagram account and leave a comment under a specific picture that you'll see on there. So go ahead over there and read the instructions on that. I'll leave all the information as well underneath this video and some links. So check it out. Otherwise, I am super excited to have finally got this video done with you guys. I hope you liked it. Let me know what you think, and let me know what your favorite book was from 2017. Now that it's the first day of the next year, we're going to be doing some videos about 2018 and what's coming. So I look forward to doing that with you guys too. But until then, keep reading.